Hey family, welcome back. This is a quiet reset. More than just cleaning, it's a moment of healing. Today, I'm preparing my home for the week ahead. But I also want to share something personal, as I do, something about my story and my relationship with cleaning that's changed over time.
All right,
As you see,
let's go.
I started my day around 4 p.m. when I finally got up and started this reset. I rested that morning, and honestly, I needed it. I worked a little bit, then I napped. I let myself slow down. Grief has a way of making rest feel necessary but hard to accept. So I gave myself permission to move gently. I opened the curtains, then downstairs. I let the light in. Then I made coffee. Because in this house, peace begins with a good cup. It's my way of pausing, breathing, before doing things. I started in the living room. I vacuumed the couch. I focused mainly on the coffee table. It holds life, clutter, cups, mail, random toys, the weight of the week. I cleaned it slowly. I cleared it, polished it, I waxed it. But this wasn't about making it look nice. It was about reclaiming the space. Next, I moved to the lash station. I have a little business corner in my house. I only do personal clients, but I changed over the sheets. I wiped everything down. It felt like I was clearing the space for purpose again. Then I cleaned Labby's little couch area and blanket. These little tiny acts of care. How I keep choosing peace, one space at a time. When I got to my bedroom, I slowed down a bit. This room holds everything: my rest, my prayers, my tears. I made the bed, changed the blankets, reset the pillows. Then I turned to the dresser. That's where cleaning always takes longer for me. Because I don't just clean, I start organizing, sorting, making sense of the things around me. Because my mind doesn't know how to just let go easily. I used to feel bad about doing it this way, but now I see it differently. Sometimes the cleaning is how I process, and that's okay. As I wipe down my dresser, I pause, not for music, not for noise. I don't usually listen to music when I clean. This is when I talk to God, or sometimes just listen to Him. Music can be beautiful, but it can also be overwhelming. For me, at least. Especially when I'm already feeling tender. I'll get lost in it. I'll get lost in the worship. And before you know it, I'm in tears. So, I've learned to clean in silence. And in that silence, He meets me. Sometimes more deeply than anywhere else. It's not about the sound, it's about the surrender. I cleaned off my little corner where I keep my water and my journals. I still have letters from my mom's funeral and Stacy's funeral. I swept the floor, every crumb, every dusty corner, every little leftover piece of the week. It all needed to go. And when I finished, I didn't just see a clean home. I felt stillness, peace, and ownership. This isn't about perfection, it's about healing, and it's about making room for the life I want to live here. Not the life that I feared. If cleaning has ever felt heavy for you, I want you to know you're not alone. It's not always about the mess. Sometimes it's about what the mess reminds us of. But healing is possible, even here, even in this. Growing up, I was taught that if we didn't keep a clean house, the people would come and take us away. My biological mother said that often. And so we cleaned constantly. And I was the middle child, so I was the leader in the home. But one day, they came anyway. And for years, I believed it was because we didn't clean well enough. That if I had just scrubbed harder, or been better, maybe we could have stayed. That belief stuck with me, even when I entered into my foster home. The first thing I saw was a girl standing in a doorway with a broom. A teenager. Cleaning became routine. It was expected, but it never felt safe. Even as an adult, when depression or grief would hit, I avoided cleaning altogether. The mess around me mirrored the mess inside of me, and I didn't know how to separate the two. But now, things have changed. Grief, healing, motherhood, my relationship with God have all taught me something new. Cleaning no longer has to feel like a punishment, scaring me that something's gonna go wrong. I no longer see it as something I have to do to survive. I see it as something I get to do to heal. I've come to realize that as I clean my home, I'm also cleaning out the weight I've carried, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Each sweep, each wipe, each gentle reset isn't just about the house. It's about me. It's about rebuilding a life where peace can live. And that's where I found joy again, even in the ordinary. Do you have something in your life that you grieve doing? Or just don't enjoy, or you're not quite sure why? Sometimes the things we avoid the most are connected to something deeper. Not just the task itself, but what it meant in the past season. For me, cleaning was never just about tidying up. It was about survival. As a child, I believed that if I didn't clean well enough, I wouldn't be safe. And maybe for you, it's not cleaning. Maybe it's cooking, resting, trusting people. Whatever it is, I pray you give yourself permission to look deeper, because healing often begins where we stopped asking why. Remember, healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens in slow paces, step by step, moment by moment. So give yourself grace along the way. If this resonated with you, please follow, like, comment, and share. I would love to connect with you. I would love to hear your story. I would love to meet you. Have a good night.